Hello, hello. Karen here, also known as Vegan Cupid. I am here for our weekly live videos. So if you are watching live, please let me know that you can hear me and that my sound is good. I do get technical glitches from time to time. And yes, sometimes my videos do kind of like cut in and out. And that's because I kind of live out in the middle of nowhere. Not really, but I live in a rural area and I have problems with my internet sometimes, which is a real pain. But what can you do? So I make it work. Okay. So that's why sometimes the connection will be lost for a few seconds, or you won't hear me well, or whatever. But I do my best. Okay. So if you're watching live, please let me know that you are here so that I know you're here. And give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, please. Okay. And if this is your first time joining one of my videos, I highly recommend authorizing StreamYard. So there's a link in the video description. It's streamyard.com/Facebook. You only need to do that once. And basically what it does is it allows me to see your name and your photo as you are commenting live, okay? So that I can make it more interactive and know who's commenting. So today's video is all about my virtual Zoom parties. Not sure why I didn't think about doing this before, but here we are. I'm going to share why I created them, what they're all about, and I'll answer any questions that you have about them, okay? And if you have been to one of my Zoom Hangouts, also virtual, also called virtual parties, I've been like, going back and forth with the name. So if you have attended one of them, please leave a comment and tell me which one you attended, and please share your feedback, okay, so that other people in the group can also, know what your experience was like. I know there's been a few people who have asked questions in the group about the Hangout, so that's why I decided to do this video, and I am here to answer your questions, okay? So lately on the Zoom Hangouts, I've seen a lot of familiar faces from people from this group, which is awesome. I love that. And it's so fun to be able to interact one-on-one with you guys via video instead of just via text, and instead of me just doing these live videos and seeing you guys commenting, right? It's fun. I really enjoy doing these videos, but the Zoom Hangouts are so fun because it's way more interactive, and I, actually get to see you face to face. So let me ask you, when was the last time you met someone vegan and single at a party? I know it's COVID. I know there's not many in-person parties happening right now. But if you're like most of us, it's been a while. And, it's so hard to meet people in real life right now, right? But what if you could really connect with people from the comfort of your house without having to wear a mask? That's what these virtual parties are all about. It's not your mama's Zoom hangout, okay? Yeah, and it's no mask required. These hangouts are for you if you are vegan or vegetarian, and then if you're in my group, you probably are. And if you're not, well, I would question why you're in this group. And so yeah, so it's for those who are vegetarian or vegan and single and ready to flamingo. Yes, I said flamingo. I really like flamingos. Why? Not just maybe just because they're pink. Yeah. So, whether we're talking about wine and cheese pairings, or socializing on how to get our fitness on, or gushing about how our dog is the most adorable, my online veg singles parties, really help you put yourself out there. They help you be brave. They help you practice getting to know one another in a festive, low stress environment. That's my goal. Okay, that's what I'm trying to create with all these hangouts. And so, another bonus of these is that my matchmaking clients, they attend these hangouts. And so I use them as a way to kind of find potential matches for them, right? So it's a great way to get on my radar. And I know many of you know me as the woman behind the Veg Speed Date events, right? And if you don't know, I used to plan those all over US and Canada for many years, and I stopped doing those a couple of years ago. And so, these single virtual parties are not meant to replace my veg speed dating events. Okay, it's completely different. And I'm pointing this out because I had someone in the group asking questions about the format of the events. Okay, now I'm going to try something new here. So there's a screen share feature that I'm going to try to do. Of course, it's not going to. Okay, hold on here. Okay. All right. So can you just give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen here so that I know that it's working? Because again, I've never done this before. So let me just see if anyone is commenting. Okay. So I'll do, can someone leave a comment if you're watching live and just tell me if you can see the screen, if it's big enough. I'm on my MacBook, which has a small screen, but I will read it as well, just in case you can't read it. Okay, so basically someone posted in the group and saying, are these Zoom Hangouts, are they regional, similar to my speed dating events? How many people, ratios of genders, all these kinds of questions. And so my response was that, again, it's not meant to replace a speed dating event. I don't organize it by age, by location, or anything like that. Okay. So yeah, so just wanted to put that out there. And I wanted to share some of the feedback that I have been getting in this group from people who have attended the Hangouts. Okay, so that it's not just me talking about them. And I know there's lots of activity in the group, so you may not have read these posts. But somebody else shared, and she said, everyone, about 30 people, had great insights, stories, and we're all such fun company. Everyone is from all over US and Canada. Age ranges from 20s to 50s, give or take, and it's pretty evenly split between men and women. One of the things I like is that Karen is a great organizer without it feeling too structured, as some speed dating events can seem. I highly recommend it. I can't imagine how much money I've dropped at bars paying for cover charges and refreshments, only to meet complete strangers, talk briefly, and realize it won't go anywhere. Everyone at these events is a member of Find Veg Love and is known by Karen. Well, not everyone's a member, but a lot of people become members if they are not. And she said it's a safe, legitimate way to meet serious adults, all of whom are veg. I couldn't be happier with the group and the Hangouts. So that's pretty awesome. Somebody else said, I have been to about 4 of these Zoom Hangouts and I have always had a positive experience. I am someone who is a bit quiet in large groups, so I appreciate the structure that Karen provides. Everyone has a chance to speak to the theme. After introductions, the conversation is opened up, but it is always cordial and people naturally take turns. As far as dating, these sessions feel like a good place to see if anyone strikes your fancy. These sessions are geared toward getting to know everyone in the session, not talking in pairs or small groups. You have the opportunity to connect with anyone you are mutually interested in afterwards through this group. The text chat is usually pretty active, so there are opportunities to direct positive comments to anyone you like and see if they respond in kind. And I thought that was really cool. Yeah, so the chat is like on fire during the Hangout. And I have the wonderful Mandy who helps me run the chat. So while I'm talking and interacting with people, she's monitoring the chat, answering questions, keeping the conversations going. So thank you so much, Mandy, for doing that. It's super, super helpful. And then so basically the way that you get to connect with people after these Hangouts is that I go into the group and then I create a post. I usually do it the next day because I'm usually pretty tired afterwards. But so I'll do something like connect with others from the Fitness Lovers Hangout here. If you didn't attend, please don't comment. Now, I'm not saying that to be mean. It's just because I really want it to be just for the people who attended the Hangout to meet each other. So if you did not attend, please don't comment, okay? Somebody else said, thank you, Karen, for giving us such a wonderful opportunity to get to know each other. To get to know other members of this group. I am so glad that I could talk to a lot of like-minded people. I definitely would like to connect with other members who attended last night. So again, really, really positive feedback. It warms my heart. I absolutely love doing these. Other people have said it was so nice to meet so many like-minded people. It's easy to feel isolated as a vegan, especially during COVID. Thank you everyone for sharing, and thanks to Karen for making it happen. And then this is like my favorite comment because this really summarizes it. Karen's event was most definitely worth it. Karen made what could be an awkward situation quite comfortable, and the conversation flowed easily. I felt like I was just hanging out with friends. I met some awesome people, walked away with some good dating advice, and had a pleasant afternoon. That's worth $39 to me any day. So thank you all so much for the amazing feedback about these events. I absolutely love hearing it. So a couple people are responding live, but I don't know who you are. So this is what I see when you don't authorize StreamYard. It just says Facebook user. Okay. So there you have it. Those are the real comments from people who have attended these Hangouts. And these parties, like, they're all about connection, meeting new people with shared common interests in a totally chill and fun vibe. That's what I aim to do. Okay. And I have something for everyone, right? From wine lovers, fitness enthusiasts, enthusiasts, dog lovers, spiritual vegans, child-free vegans, atheist vegans, everything. And so, because I'm all about experimenting and just trying to come up with new stuff all the time, right? But more importantly, it's not about the topics and the themes, okay? Though they are fun, but it's about being yourself and giving yourself permission to put yourself out there in a different way, one that actually fosters connection, unlike swiping, right? So leave me a comment and let me know what you think about that. Okay. Are you looking to connect with people in a low stress environment? Okay. Give me your thoughts. And so I know, often people complain that there aren't the right events or the right activities to connect with people, but it's not about the activity. It's about you and showing up for yourself and open to the possibility of enjoying yourself and others in a low key environment. Okay, this isn't an online networking blitz. This is small enough to be comfy and big enough to not be awkward. And this is you showing up for you with some other cool people who showed up for themselves. Okay. And if that's not a reason enough to mix and mingle, I don't know what is. And people often ask me about the logistics about the events. But what really they're trying to see is if they fit in and if it's for them, right? So let's talk about a couple of logistical things. So the hangouts are limited to 30 people. Anything more than that is way too much because I give everyone the opportunity to talk one by one, right? I don't want this to turn into a 5 hour long hangout. So I limit it, and so that it's not too intimidating and it's not too like overwhelming. All right. And because I limit it to 30, they do fill up in advance. Okay. I've been advertising them as 1 hour, but the truth is that we've been having such a blast that it's run closer to 90 minutes. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't have a hard stop. If the conversation is flowing and people are having a great time, like, I'm going to continue, right? Because like I'm having fun in the process as well. So yeah, the length of time all depends on how chatty people are, how many people are there, and so on. So, and like I said before, you'll have the opportunity to connect with people from the Hangout via this group, via the thread that I showed you. Okay. But the real question, the one of if you fit in, you do. But you have to decide to take action to join these Hangouts. Okay. So, what questions are coming up for you? Type them in a comment. Okay. I'm here to answer them, whether you are watching live or you're watching the replay. I want to hear what's coming up in you right now. If you're telling yourself, yes, I'm going to do this, or no way, I'm not putting myself out there, or it's not going to work for me, or it's going to be a waste of my time, or it's not worth the money. I want to hear it. Okay. So again, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, let me know what this is all bringing for you. Okay. And again, I promise to answer any questions that you have. I'm there for you to answer them. Okay. So I really hope that you'll be brave and that you will put yourself out there by trying out one of these hangouts. Like really, what's the worst that could happen, right? I have had some success stories from these hangouts, like really awesome stuff, okay? So I really, I make no guarantees. Of course, there are no guarantees in life, but I can tell you that there's been like amazing stuff happening from these hangouts, like people connecting on a romantic level, people forming new friendships, and all kinds of amazing stuff. So let's see here. Someone's asking, are there any fees involved to talk to people you meet besides $39? No, you just pay, to have your spot in the hangout, and then you can connect with people via the Facebook group on your own, right? So I create that post, and then you comment, and then you guys are welcome to message each other. So again, I'm just here to provide a platform. I don't allow people to connect with each other directly on the hangout because I don't want anybody to be put on the spot, right? So that's why I say go to the thread, comment there, and then if you want to interact with someone, then you can do it that way. So I will continue putting on these parties until there is demand and interest. Okay. I have a bunch more planned. I also have workshops planned. I'm going to be announcing the full lineup shortly. I just sent out an email today. Actually, no, sorry, I'm sending out an email to my list tomorrow with the upcoming September events, because yeah, it's already September. It's just crazy. And then I'm going to be adding more for October. The goal, I'm aiming to do 2 to 3 per month. Okay, so that's what I'm committed to doing. And if you have any suggestions for specific themes that you want me to consider, I am happy to entertain them. Just to give you a little sneak peek of the other ones that I have planned, I'm going to be doing junk food vegans. I'm going to be doing child-free vegans, sci-fi nerds. Um, what else? I'm going to be doing 2 workshops. So I'm going to be hosting an astrology workshop and a video dating 101 workshop. Okay, so the workshops are going to be $49.99, and they're going to be even smaller. So I'm going to limit them to 20 people. And yeah, so it's going to be a blast. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, I feel free to leave them in the comments. Somebody, and I don't know who you are because you haven't authorized StreamYard, but artists or musicians, yeah, I could totally add one. That's a great idea. I will add that to the list. Thank you. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so if you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments, and I will, I will let you know if I can do it. And that's all for today. So thank you so much for watching, and we will chat next week. Bye.